Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Universe Mode. It is the final episode of Raw before we make it to Clash at the Castle, coming to you this weekend from Cardiff. Still a few spots left up for grab on the card. Who is going to seize those opportunities? We're going to find out tonight. And we're going to open up Raw with a one-on-one contest in the men's division between two stars who at the moment are on the precipice of breaking through to the next rank. So let's get this one underway. As up first, it is the incomparable Sami Zayn.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring. From Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn!
Sami Zayn coming up short in his quest for the Intercontinental Championship once again at SummerSlam. Another near miss for Sami Zayn, and that's starting to become the story of his season. He's been the nearly man. He won't like me saying it, but it's true. He's come oh so close to the Intercontinental Championship on a number of occasions. Also failed in his quest for the World Championship and runner-up in the King of the Ring tournament. It's a series of what-ifs for Sami Zayn, and he needs to do something to get himself back on the right track. And he would do well to start by getting a win tonight against a man who's put in some impressive performances recently, even if he's not always been on the winning end of things. It is Damian Priest.
And his opponent, representing the Judgment Day, from New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest!
Damian Priest then looking to break through in singles competition. It looks like the Judgment Day are well and truly leaving the tag team's titles behind them. Unsurprising given that series of losses to the current champions in Seth Rollins and Ilya Dragunov. Damian Priest on the lookout for... Oh, it's yet to be seen exactly where he stands. Is he gunning for the Intercontinental Championship? Is he aiming perhaps for the World Heavyweight Championship? This match will be a good indication of where Priest currently is as we get this first match of Raw underway as Sami Zayn takes on Damian Priest. A big clubbing blow there by Priest to start things off. As I was choking the life out of Sami Zayn. In the early goings, brings him down to his knees. Sami fading. Sami Zayn could be out. It would be the quickest result we've ever seen. It's only a 1 count though. As Sami Zayn looks to build some momentum. A mat slam there. Irish whip into the corner. A right hand from Zayn. Priest turns that one around. A clothesline out of the corner. Taking down Sami. As Priest... clothesline. Almost turns Sami Zayn inside out with that one. And the Falcon Arrow from the Archer of Infamy. A cover, but it's going to be a rope break. That big kick dropping Sami. Referee into position for the cover, and it's another kick out by the Canadian. Priest. Sidewalk slam. Damian Priest firmly in control of the contest as it stands. The bigger man. He has the strength advantage. That big right hand dropping Sami Zayn, who has to roll to the outside. He collects himself. Priest turning his back on Zayn is going to cost him though, as the combination of strikes and a Fez press. The momentum starting to shift back into the favour of Sami Zayn. But Priest very quick to turn that scenario around. Does not want to let Sami build a head of steam. But Sami, brilliant transition into the neck breaker there. And that's Priest's turn to take a moment on the outside. But Sami with a suicide dive. Not going to let him take that rest that he needs. Now going to follow it up perhaps with a suplex. It looked like he crotched Priest into the ring post. Referee not calling for a disqualification, and the blue thunder bomb follows it up on the outside. But perhaps going to the well 1-2 many times. Sami looking for that basement drop kick. Priest able to get out of the way, and Priest with that neck breaker. And sends Sami face first into the ring post. Both men back into the ring now. Sami Zayn was looking for the haluva kick. Priest moved out of the way. A cover. That's an easy kick out for Sami, as it turns out. As Priest up against the ropes, going to toss him to the outside. Sami Zayn, what's he going for here? Over the top! And he takes Priest down once again. And look at that, Sami Zayn, he is incredibly fired up here. Momentum has truly swung back in favour of Sami Zayn here, looking for a suplex. Of course, as soon as I say it, Priest out of there sends Zayn back into the ring. And now Damien Priest to the top rope. He doesn't do this very often, and Sami Zayn, well, it looked like Zayn was going to catch him there, but Priest with a crossbody off the top into the cover, and Zayn kicks out once again. Priest, face first, dropping Sami off of that flatliner. And Zayn, once again, able to get the shoulder up. The resiliency of Sami Zayn in full display in this contest as he fights out of that predicament. But Priest, able to turn that one around. Zayn can pull himself up into the corner. Priest says to bring it. Here comes Damien Priest with a big clothesline into the corner. And Priest looking perhaps for the razor's edge. Sami saw that one coming. Priest turns it around. Up to the top rope we go now. What is Priest looking for here? A Hurricane Runner off the top rope. Stuns Zayn, at least for the moment. And now Priest looking for the razor's edge to put down Sami Zayn in the middle of the ring for a huge win for Damien Priest tonight. And it's a kick out from Sami. Priest hitting Sami with one of his biggest manoeuvres. He's not sure that it wasn't a freak. And it's a Hoover kick! Sami Zayn capitalising on the distraction. And it's a kick out from Priest at 2. Near falls back to back in both directions. You can't tell who's going to win this as Sami Zayn went for the third suicide dive of the evening, and this time Priest able to get out of harm's way. Now these strikes on the outside of the ring. Back and forth we go. The referee's count continues to climb. These men need to be careful that they don't get counted out. And that big right hand from Priest puts an end to that exchange. And now Priest sizing up Zayn, looking to put an end to this one. South of Heaven, connecting the chokeslam from Damian Priest to beat Sami Zayn, and he does. A huge win for Damian Priest tonight. Hang on a second. Sami Zayn offering a hand to his opponent tonight, show of respect, and Damian Priest takes it. He shakes the hand of Sami Zayn. Mutual respect between these two competitors, as Damian Priest with a huge victory tonight. Well, that was an exciting contest to get things underway on Raw. We now head into our next matchup, in which the trials of Imperium continue. And this week, it is the turn of William Regal.
It's scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing Imperium from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 240 pounds,
William Regal was, of course, part of that team alongside Wade Barrett that was unsuccessful at SummerSlam, losing to the Alpha Academy in that tag team match. That's part of the reason it's led to these trials for Imperium, each member being tested to show their worth to the group by the ring general, Gunther. And Regal's opponent tonight is none other than The Miz. He's taking his sweet time. There we go.
And his opponent, accompanied by Maurice, from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds,
The Miz versus William Regal is our next contest of the evening. A must-win match for William Regal. Gunther has said there will be consequences should any of his stablemates fail to pick up victories in their respective matches. We've already seen Wade Barrett and Ludwig Kaiser win their matches over the last couple of weeks. It's 2 from 2 so far for Imperium. Can William Regal make it a hat-trick? Well, I'm not sure who the crowd hates more in this one. They're not a fan of Imperium by any means, but well, they've never been shy about how they feel about The Miz. So it'll be interesting to see who they're backing here. The Regal and Miz. Let's get this match underway. Of course, no Imperium at ringside for Regal. Gunther wants every man to prove his own worth independent of the rest of the group. Of course, The Miz does have Maurice at ringside. No doubt she will get involved in this match at some point or another, as she often does. Bit of a disadvantage for Regal. Certainly Kaiser and Barrett didn't have to deal with anything of the sort. Regal, a bit unimpressed with the referee, Jessica Carr, getting in the way of that Irish whip. He was having a word with her, and The Miz took the opportunity to strike with that clothesline. Oh, and Maurice grabbing the ankle of William Regal, forcing the distraction, and Miz Well, I said it was only a matter of time, and it didn't take very long at all. Maurice getting involved in the match. Irish whip now by Miz. Regal turns it around. Now looking for that suplex on the outside on the LED board. Regal turning his attention away from Miz. Was not a good idea as the inverted DDT connects. Regal moves out of the way of that one though and takes out the leg. Cool as you like, back into the ring. Regal gonna wait as the Miz was doing a bit of jaw jacking with the fans. And he's gonna take out the leg again. Targeted attack by Regal 3 times now. And the Snapmare just twisting the heel across the nose of the Miz. Regal starting to out-wrestle Miz now. With a bit of that signature aggressive, vicious style that he really built his career on. That's exactly what Gunther is looking for in Imperium, I think. Is that German suplex. This is a much more aggressive Regal than we've seen in recent times. Miz is dropped by that DDT, if only for a moment. Regal firmly in control of this contest at this stage in the match. As he drops the knee across the face of the Miz. And again, Maurice grabbing at the ankle. I think Regal was telling security to do something about Maurice. It was only the official, the referee, that has the jurisdiction to remove anybody from ringside. Jessica Carr has not made that decision, so Maurice does not have to go anywhere, but it has allowed, once again, the Miz to get back into the match just when he looked like he was starting to fade. Now Miz takes Regal into the corner, but Regal fights out of that predicament on a big knee to the face of Regal by Miz, and the it kicks are out in force. The cover to beat Regal, but it's only a 1 count. Obviously Regal's been in control of most of the match. That's not going to be enough. But Miz, the Miz, he's taking a leaf out of Regal's playbook, targeting the legs, no doubt looking to soften him up for the figure 4 leg roll. That looked a bit low from Regal. Referee hasn't called it. Suplex to follow it up. Now goes down with the clothesline. And now Maurice once again interjecting herself into the proceedings here. Distracting Regal. And Miz looks to capitalise. Regal has started to smarten up to these tactics as Maurice throws a kendo stick into the ring. The Miz not really in a position to utilise that, and Jessica Carr going to deal with it. A monkey flip by Regal, brilliantly executed. And again, Maurice grabbing. Oh, and the brass knuckles from Regal while the referee was distracted by Maurice using the tactics against the Miz. And it's a kick out from Miz. Regal thought he had the match won. It's going to take something else to win this match as a snapmare from the Miz. Big boot to the face. And Regal with the Regal cutter to beat The Miz tonight. Hooks the leg. Referee's in position. And 3. Well, The Miz never really recovered from the brass knuckle shot. The interference of Maurice backfiring on The Miz. Who could have seen that coming? William Regal, he's been around this game far too long. He knows all the tricks of the trade. It's almost like he lured Miz and Maurice into a trap there so that he could capitalise. Game plan executed perfectly by Regal tonight. For our next match, ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to head over to the women's division. We're going to see 2 of the up-and-coming talents of the Raw women's division competing against each other. So let's get this match underway.
Welcome to the generation of Jade.
As up first is a young woman who made her presence felt last week in that #1 contenders match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, Cora Jade.
Cora Jade lost her Raw debut to Becky Lynch a couple of weeks ago and clearly did not take very kindly to that fresh start being put down, costing Becky Lynch the #1 contenders match against Piper Niven last week. Cora says it was just a little bit of payback for Becky ruining her big moment, so she ruined Becky's. And we know that Becky Lynch has been absolutely irate about what happened over the last week. If I was Cora Jade, I'd be keeping eyes in the back of... Well, I would want to have eyes in the back of my head. I'd be keeping an eye out.
Representing Chase University from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania,
Thea Hale taking on Cora Jade tonight. It's an opportunity for one of these young women to pick up a victory and start climbing the ladder in the Raw Women's division. So a couple of fresh faces, not people that we often see compete. You know, they're not the names that we have seen competing for the Women's World Championship by any means, but 2 young women who definitely have the talent to get them. And this will be a great first step on that ladder. So let's see how this contest plays out. Referee John Cohen going to get proceedings underway. Cora Jade quickly into an early cover, gets the 1, but nothing more than that. There's a strong kick out by Thea Hale. Combination of strikes leading into the drop kick. Thea off the second rope, looking for the crossbody, but nobody home. Oh, and a face buster by Cora. Looked like she was going for the neck breaker. Turned it around, a bit of a fake out, but misses the right hand. It's going to allow Thea to capitalise with a double knees to the arm. That's very back and forth between these 2 at this stage of the match. This time it's a neck breaker from Cora. Sent on as well. Thea getting back to her feet. It's a bit of a distance for Cora Jade. But it looked like she connected, but Thea Hale just shrugged it off. Did not faze her in the slightest. That's got to be disheartening if you're Cora Jade. Thea Hale firing herself up here. But it's a Fez press from Cora Jade. Back and forth consistently between these two. Neither woman really seizing control of the match to this point. Rolls through into the kick. Need to be mindful of the referee's count. You don't want to get disqualified and counted out in a match like this, where you really have an opportunity to show the world what you can do. Both women absolutely fluffing their lines there. Nice DDT from Fear. Misses that drop kick though. Fear Hell definitely saw that one coming. Rocking Cora Jade for a moment there. Sweeps the leg, takes Fear down. Well, I said it. Becky Lynch was not going to take what happened last week lying down. The exchange of words here between the two. And it's a roll-up by Thea Hale. And a kick out at 2 by Cora. Almost costing Cora the win. Similar to last week. Big right hand from Cora though to turn that around. Only momentarily though. As now a roll up from Cora. Doesn't get anything though. Cora catches her. The standing cutter into a pin. It's not a cutter really, it's a variation of sliced bread is what it actually is. My mind... My wrestling manoeuvres left me for a moment. I do apologise. The referee getting in the way of things yet again. There's a couple of clotheslines from Thea Hale, the single leg drop kick to follow it up. Could she be closing in on a huge victory tonight? Into the corner with the referee once again getting in the way. John Code, what are you doing? Big right hand doesn't drop Thea. She catches the second one. And a neck breaker by Thea Hale. Looking to put some distance between her opponent and the ropes. Doesn't want to risk the rope break. Into a pinfall now. But yeah, far too much time taken to allow Cora Jade to get the shoulder up. And now Thea Hale to the top rope. Cora Jade back to her feet. Sidesteps. The crossbody and a butterfly DDT. Is that enough for Cora Jade tonight? No, a kick out. And you can see it's starting to get to Cora Jade here. She thought that was going to be enough to put down Thea Hale in this match. But Thea Hale lives to fight on. To fight another day. The Irish whip. Spinning back elbow. Crowd firmly behind Thea Hale at this point in proceedings. The senton by Jade. Enziguri puts Thea Hale down for a moment. She rolls out the ring to collect herself. Another Fez press though by Cora. Thea not able to connect there. Cora asking for a moment, and as Thea looks away, I mean, you can't be falling for that. You cannot be falling for that. Someone like Cora Jade, you know you can't trust her, and that's going to cost Thea Hale the match, despite the interference of Becky Lynch. It is a first victory on Monday nights for Cora Jade. Well, it took 2 butterfly DDTs to get the job done, but get the job done it did. But clearly, there's a growing grudge between Cora and Becky Lynch that needs to be settled. We head into our next match of the evening. We're now moving over to the tag team division. Get our next match underway. As we introduce the number one contenders to the tag team championships.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 400 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano,
After Ciampa's victory over Seth Rollins last week, DIY will be getting another shot at the tag team championships. Can they be the ones to finally dethrone Rollins and Dragunov? Well, that's to come at a future date. Tonight, they're back in tag team action, trying to get back into top form. They're taking on Chase University, who have once again decided to make separate entrances.
and their opponents. First, representing Chase University from Adelaide, Australia, weighing in at 253 pounds, Dude Hudson.
As I mentioned last week, a couple of weeks ago, he won that trophy at a school sports day and he still carries it around everywhere. I'm not sure what's going on in the mind of Duke Hudson, but he's very proud of that trophy. I'm not really sure what's led Chase University to make separate entrances. Obviously, we saw Thea Hale earlier. She was not accompanied to the ring by Hudson and Chase. They were preparing for this next match. As Andre Chase now going to make his entrance. Maybe it's just the ego of Andre Chase. The man believes there's a university named after him.
University from Draper, North Carolina, weighing in at 216 pounds, Andre Chase.
And there is no such institution, despite what he will try to tell you. So maybe it is just the ego of Andre Chase. That makes quite a lot of sense. Well, the people seem quite excited to have Andre Chase competing tonight. Maybe he's more popular than I give him credit for. Who knows? Nonetheless, this tag team match about to get underway. Ciampa and Hudson are going to start things off here. And right at the gate, backstabber by Ciampa, a fitting name for a move executed by the Blackheart. Now Ciampa, knee to the face or gut, I couldn't quite tell. Well, that's the most blatant rope break I've ever seen in my life. Hudson had his foot on two ropes, and the referee does not call it. John Cone, you're having a stinker tonight, because the tag is made. Johnny Gargano, and the assisted crossbody means that Johnny Wrestling is going to start his appearance in this match in control of the proceedings with that leg sweep. been all DIY. To this point in the match, Duke Hudson is getting absolutely schooled, pardon the pun, in this match. As the super kick from Gargano into the cover. It's still a quick kick out for Duke Hudson. Don't count him out just yet, even though he has taken a lot of offense, but a jumping cutter could turn his lights off. Oh, it's another strong kick out for the Chase University member. Now he's going to roll to the outside. Gargano lining him up for a suicide dive. Nobody home. Hudson sidesteps that one quite nicely. And an inverted DDT on the outside lays out Johnny Gargano. Is this enough to turn the tides in this match? Referee's count reaches 6. Up to 8 now. Duke Hudson, the referee has eyes in the back of his head. He saw Duke Hudson leave the ring. It reset the count. I don't know why he's allowed that to happen as Johnny stops the hot tag being made. It would have been a count-out victory, but that still would have been a victory over the number 1 contenders as Hudson finally makes the tag to Andre Chase. Was that an SOS? I believe that was an SOS by Andre Chase. Bit of inspiration and homage to Kofi Kingston. Leg sweep there takes down Johnny Gargano into a cover. You're never getting anything out of Johnny Gargano like that. Super kick, down he goes. Rolls through into the kick. Tag made to Ciampa. Andre Chase already wants out of this match. And Ciampa's disgusted by this man. It's like, what have you made me step into the ring against? He's wearing a jumper, for Christ's sakes. Ciampa with another backstabber there. Now Ciampa with Project Ciampa to the back of Andre Chase. The cover and the save by Duke Hudson keeps Chase University alive in this match. Tag made to Duke Hudson, who's heading to the top rope. Johnny Gargano going to let him do it, and Hudson decides against it. Johnny Gargano taking out both members of Chase University with those maneuvers. The numbers finally caught up with him. Gargano turning that one around and looking for the Gargano escape. Submission maneuver locked in on Duke Hudson here. Is it enough to pick up the victory? Oh, Andre Chase able to make the save here. And Gargano with a slingshot DDT. Wiping out Andre Chase. And now Gargano looking for the lawn dart. Gargano with a dive to the outside, wipes out Andre Chase again. It's been a dominant performance by DIY. Andre Chase taking another tumble to the outside. Tag made. Oh, they've role reversal tonight for DIY. Hitting each other's manoeuvres. Still effective. The cover. And it's a win for DIY. Comfortably so against Chase University. And the tag team champions making their presence known. Are they impressed with the performance of their challengers? There's been a lot of bad blood, maybe with some sarcastic clapping. Obviously DIY not happy with how things went down at SummerSlam, looking for a bit of revenge, laying out the tag team champions recently. You do not want to miss that tag team match. It will be electric. We're now heading back over to the women's division, ladies and gentlemen. We look to get this next contest underway. And after she had the week off of competition last week, the Women's World Champion is back in action, preparing for her championship defense at Clash at the Castle. It's Rhea Ripley. She will be defending the title against Piper Niven in Cardiff.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day. From Adelaide, Australia, the WWE Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. Last time we saw her compete, she successfully defended the Women's World Championship against Chelsea Green the night after SummerSlam. And then at Clash of the Castle, she'll be taking on Green's tag team partner Piper Niven, who heads to the UK with home field advantage. Is that going to be enough for Piper to topple the seemingly unstoppable world champion? And for Rhea Ripley tonight, she's taking on a foe that she's not familiar with, one we haven't seen compete too often. Taking on Wendy Chu tonight. Who,
And from Chinatown, New York, Wendy Chu.
well, I have to be honest with you, Wendy Chu looks like she's more prepared for a sleepover than she is for a match. But perhaps she could spring a surprise. What if Wendy Chu is the one to defeat Rhea Ripley tonight? That would be an upset the likes of which we have never seen in universe mode. Well, I'll have to see what Wendy Chu can bring to this match against the Women's World Champion. Well, she immediately moves out of the way of the big boot, doesn't drop Rhea though with that right hand. And the backbreaker, as we heard the fans chanting, Rhea's gonna kill you, as the match got underway. Roundhouse kick takes Chu down. Kick to the face though by Wendy Chu. Not going to go down without a fight. Might be the underdog, but she's not going to let that stop her. But Rhea Ripley might be what stops her. Because I don't know what's happened to Rhea there. Perhaps faking her opponent out, but the multiple stomps to the chest. Rhea Ripley firmly in control, absolutely dominating the match to this point, just tossing Wendy Choo around. The Women's World Champion hardly breaking a sweat so far in this match, and Wendy Choo already looks to be in a bad way here. Is absolutely unable to get anything going in this match. Although she has got a couple of nice counters, and she has Rhea Ripley up for the stun gun. An exploder suplex. Well, that's what Wendy Choo does have in her arsenal. This is why I say you need to... I think she sets out to make her opponents underestimate her. She again able to move out the way of the big boat. Irish whip. Turned around by Rhea. Tilt-a-whirl slam. And an Irish whip. And the big boot! It connects this time. Well, there's been a few brief flurries of offense by Wendy Choo as the headbutt. But Rhea Ripley firmly in control of the match. Seems like it's just a matter of when, not if, the champion picks up the victory here. I keep saying you can't write Wendy Choo off, but I think this is the Rhea Ripley we're talking about here. And Rhea more than content to leave her opponent on the outside, let her get back to her feet, give her all the time she needs to recover, because in Rhea's mind, it doesn't make a difference. And she just tosses Wendy Choo into the air. And tosses her down. To the top rope now, Rhea Ripley with a frog splash into the cover. Is that enough to put down Wendy Choo tonight? No. Choo gets the shoulder up. Rhea Ripley having a word with referee John Cone, saying that your job is here to, you are here to count to 3 when I say the match is done. Wendy Choo, though, looking to capitalise with a half Nelson slam, taking down the champion. But she whiffs that one. The headbutt from Rhea. Momentary bit of offense. For Wendy Choo, but she turns the Irish whip around, ducks underneath. Misses the headbutt this time, Rhea. She's gone for it one too many times. Misses the stomp to the back. And Wendy Choo, well, not afraid to fight dirty, standing on the hair of the champion. Every bit of offense that Wendy Choo gets, Rhea immediately comes back into the match. Just no momentum building for the underdog in this one. As she's tossed down again by Rhea. Immediately back into the corner. A kick to the chest of Rhea. Wins her, at least for the moment. Axe handle there. Rhea catches her. And a jawbreaker takes her down. Yeah, just tossing her around by her legs, by her foot. And again, tossing Wendy Chu around. Rolls out of the ring. And still absolutely no respect being shown by Rhea Ripley in this match. As she heads up to the top rope for an elbow drop. Well, if the fall to the if she wasn't winded before she rolled out of the ring, that elbow drop is certainly gonna make sure you are. Shoulder tackle by Rhea. And she's decided she's had enough. The prison trap submission maneuver locked in on Wendy Chu, who taps out very quickly. It's a win for Rhea tonight. And there's the challenger, Piper Niven. This is the match we're going to see for the Women's World Championship at Clash at the Castle. Can Piper Niven dethrone the dominant champion in the form of Rhea Ripley? Two powerhouses of the women's division will clash. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our main event. It is a champions versus challengers tag team match. As we get this contest underway, as the team of CM Punk and Jey Uso... Oh, hang on a second! Well, these are their opponents tonight. Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, long-time buddies, attacking their opponents before the bell rings. And Punk and Drew going to start things on the outside of the ring. The bad blood flowing between these four men. It seemed pretty respectable between Jey and Sheamus. But ladies and gentlemen, a couple of announcements for you. After last week, it was confirmed by Stone Cold Steve Austin that Sheamus will challenge Drew McIntyre. That's absolutely the wrong opponent. He will challenge Jey Uso for the Intercontinental Championship at Clash at the Castle. Obviously, we already know that Drew McIntyre is the #1 contender to CM Punk's World Heavyweight Championship. But also, after what we saw earlier tonight, just breaking news coming through now from the general manager. As at Clash at the Castle, we're going to see Becky Lynch and Cora Jade go one-on-one once again to settle this issue that's developed between the two of them over the last couple of weeks. Becky versus Cora in Cardiff. We turn our attention back to the main event. The Intercontinental Champion and his #1 contender doing battle here. I'm not surprised at Drew McIntyre launching the surprise attack. I am slightly surprised to see it from Sheamus. Like I said, it seemed pretty respectable between him and Jey Uso. Perhaps now that he's gotten that championship match, he's dropping the facade and taking any advantage he can. Or is he just being led astray by his longtime buddy in Drew McIntyre? Super kick takes down Sheamus, who's looking to make a tag to Drew McIntyre. And Jey says that's fine, you can bring it, Drew. Let's see how this goes. And a shoulder tackle sends Jey Uso absolutely flying. #1 contender for the world. Well, this is the match that we were supposed to get for the Intercontinental Championship between Jey Uso and Drew McIntyre. The machinations of Drew McIntyre somehow turning that into a World Heavyweight Championship opportunity, completely bypassing Jey Uso. Jey's probably feeling a bit slighted. Feels like he and his championship have been disrespected by McIntyre, so I'm sure he would love the opportunity to do a bit of damage to him tonight. As Jey is looking for that Back suplex into the neck breaker, but McIntyre turns it around into a cross body. Quick kick out from Jay. This is your main event of Raw, Champions versus Challengers tag team match, as the Glasgow Kiss takes down Jay. Punk makes the save. And Claymore to the World Heavyweight Champion. Well, screw the match. This has turned into a fight between McIntyre and Punk. CM Punk absolutely wiped out by the #1 contender. And Sheamus into the ring to do the damage to the Intercontinental Champion. Well, the challengers very much in the ascendancy here. That pre-match assault doing the damage. Sheamus makes the tag to Drew. Jay desperately trying to make the tag to CM Punk, and he does. Here we go. Punk and Drew. Here we go. A sneak preview of what's to come at Clash at the Castle here. As Punk heads to the top rope. Tribute to the Macho Man with the top rope elbow drop. A cover for the win. And a kick out from Drew at the count of 2. First bit of momentum that Punk and Jay have really been able to get in this match. As Punk heads to the top rope, but Sheamus able to make the tag into the match. Crossbody, doesn't matter. The cover. Referee John Cohen taking his sweet time getting into the pin. But Sheamus has the world champion up for the white noise. Into a cover here. And Punk wisely grabbing onto the ropes, forcing the break. Irish whip. Reversed by Punk. Another neck breaker from the world champion, who desperately needs to make the tag, which he does. Jey Uso into the ring, able to catch Sheamus. Kick to the side of the head. Doesn't really stun Sheamus. And Jey Uso still primed and ready for a fight. Spent a little bit too long posturing. Into the corner he goes. Tag mate to Drew McIntyre. Oh, you don't want that. What on earth? The power of Sheamus. The balance of Drew McIntyre. The assisted senton. That was incredible. As McIntyre starts to beat down on Jay. Another quick tag to Sheamus. The challengers keeping each other fresh as they beat down on their opponents. Irish whip. Off the ropes, looking for the brogue. But nobody home. Sheamus now looking for the submission. For the rope break there. And Punk with a cheap shot. Well, it's fair play. Sheamus went after him first. And Jay looks to capitalise with that neck breaker. Makes the cover. And a kick out from the Irishman. Turns that one around with the forearm. Jay whips the super kick. But the Samoan drop will connect. Down goes Drew. Is this an opportunity for Jay and Punk? Jay to the top rope, looking for the Uso splash to win the tag match. McIntyre nowhere to be seen, and Sheamus kicks out. That could have been the end for Sheamus and Drew, but Sheamus able to kick out. He stays alive in the match. as the tag made to Drew McIntyre. He looked like he was going to make a beeline straight for Punk. Thought better of it. Save it for Clash Drew. Drew not staying in the match for very long. His mind clearly remains on his championship match in a few days' time. As Jay looking for the tag, no, instead Jay with a spear, but Sheamus able to jump over it. Great athleticism from the Celtic Warrior. And the knee to the spine of Jey Uso. Tag made once again to Drew McIntyre. Starts beating away at the Intercontinental Champion. Jay desperately needs to make the tag, and he does. Here's CM Punk, and here's Drew McIntyre. And now it's Jay's turn to get a shot in on Drew. Roundhouse kick from Punk. Takes McIntyre down. Only a 1 count though. Drew turns that one around. Looking for a Falcon Arrow. To follow that up with the German suplex, tossing Punk halfway across the ring. McIntyre manhandling the World Heavyweight Champion right now. Up to the top rope. Punk fights out of that predicament. Into the corner. Punk taking a step back. And fakes out his opponent. Getting up in the face of Sheamus as well. And the knee. Punk with a slam into the Anaconda Vice. Submission maneuver. Locked in, and Sheamus is there to make the save. And he's going to pay for his efforts. Punk is leaving McIntyre on the outside, and instead GTS, the go to sleep to Sheamus. Well, Sheamus might as well be out of this match at this point, as McIntyre and Punk coming to blows here. Once again, Jey Uso seems to be taking the fight to Sheamus. Drew lining up for the Claymore. Punk wisely pulls himself up into the corner. And Punk go to sleep to beat the #1 contender just days before Clash, and Drew kicks out. And out there, Punk having a word with the referee. It wasn't a 3 count, Punk. Get on with the match. Don't distract yourself like this. Neckbreaker from Drew. Because that's what will happen. Drew perhaps looking for that Falcon Arrow again. Decisively takes control of the match. Tossing Punk across the ring. And the tag is made to Sheamus. Bro kick. Absolutely does not connect. Punk with the roll up to steal the win. And a kick out from the Irishman. Drop kick to McIntyre. Punk. His focus isn't on the match anymore. It's turned to Drew. Sends Drew up onto the announce table. Punk looking for an Irish whip. Sheamus fights out of it. Sorry, Sheamus looking for a move. And Punk fights out of it. Punk was looking to head to the top rope, probably looking for that elbow drop through the table to Drew McIntyre, but Sheamus comes to the save. Punk's telling Drew it's about time he gets into the ring. McIntyre having absolutely none of it. Moves out of the way of the drop kick. I know he wants a piece of Punk. No, he doesn't. Just distracting him for long enough for Sheamus to hit an Alabama slam. Covers the champion. And Punk kicks out. Punk turns the Irish Whip around. Needs to make the tag to Jey Uso, which he does. And Jey exploding into life here. But knee first. Knee first. Into the turnbuckle. That might do some serious damage to the Intercontinental Champion. As Drew McIntyre into the ring now. The Irish Whip ducks underneath. Jumps over the top. And the back elbow. Takes him down. Cover here. It's a rope break. Referee doesn't see it. But Jey kicks out regardless. Drew now with a bomb. Taking down the Intercontinental Champ. Tag made once again to Sheamus. Jey pulling himself up on the rope. Sheamus looking for the clothesline. Jey turns it around. Back into the ring we go. Spits on the hand. Connects the first time, but not on the second one. And a brogue kick! To beat the Intercontinental Champion. Feet on the ropes, referee. Well, I don't know if he saw. Punk was straight in there to break up the count. Tag made to Drew McIntyre, who's looking for a future shock. DDT into the cover. And a kick out from Jey. What a main event we have here as Jey fights out of that one. The chops back and forth. Into the corner goes Jey Uso. Jey fights out of that one. Looking to rebound off the ropes, but McIntyre caught him. And then back into the corner now. Targeting the arm of the champion. There's going to be nothing left of these four men by the time we get to Cardiff. There's now Drew targeting the leg as well of Jey Uso. Number one contender to the world title. Dismantling the Intercontinental Champion here. The power of Drew. Overhead belly to belly. Practically sends Jey back into his own corner. Tag made to Sheamus. Who says that we're near the end. He's signalling for the brogue kick. Jey with a surprise roll up. And Sheamus gets the shoulder up again. Big clothesline from the Great White Sheamus. The Irish curse backbreaker. Looking, perhaps, there's two. Yep, the trifecta, 3 in a row. Sheamus as the Intercontinental Champion in a bad way. There's a brogue kick. And Jey kicks out again. Can you believe it? The resiliency of Jey Uso. Knee across the face off the top rope. I think Sheamus and Drew pissed off the champions. And it's showing in their resiliency. Sheamus. Drew off the second rope. Assisted white noise. Jey rolling to the outside of the ring and Drew McIntyre. Of course he does. He's going after Punk. And the 10 beats of the Badron. Sheamus's move. Well, they've clearly been working together closely for many, many years. As Drew takes down Punk and tosses Jey around like he weighs absolutely nothing. Punk nowhere to be seen. Jey Uso left to fend for himself. Tag made once again to Sheamus. Jey with a slam. Heading to the top rope. It's a bit of a distance. He spent too much time posturing. Sheamus able to get out of the way. Across the ring. And a spear! From Jey Uso to Sheamus. But Drew's there to make the save. Enziguri takes down McIntyre. Oh, Sheamus capitalises on the distraction. Tossed by Sheamus. There's Sheamus looking for a precarious manoeuvre, but he decides against it. He doesn't want to take the risk just days before Clash. He sees that Drew had it handled and goes after Punk. Both men helping each other out. Back into the ring goes Jey as Sheamus. And maybe, is this wise from Jey and Punk? Maybe they should just accept the defeat tonight. Live to fight another day. You've got your championships to defend in just a few days' time at Clash at the Castle. Sheamus to the top rope, looking to drop the elbow across the face of the Intercontinental Champion. And Jey once again gets that shoulder up. But Jey looks like he has nothing left. Or does he? Fights out of that one. Super kick. Uppercut. Drops Sheamus. Takes down Drew. Acknowledges the tribal chief. Sheamus just runs into him there. One more time. Jey Uso with a new lease on life in this match. He looked like he was down and out. And a bro kick! And a rope break! Jey Uso grabs the rope. I have no idea how John Cone was able to see that. Into the corner we go. A punch that definitely did not connect. I don't know what Sheamus is playing at here. Jey Uso looks to be absolutely spent in this match. Punk wants in. Drew is going to do everything in his power not to let that happen. Jey Uso. He's just willing himself up on those ropes now. There's nothing left in the body of Jey. He's taken this damage just days before Clash at the Castle. It could be a short title reign for Jey Uso as McIntyre lines up the Claymore, connects to pin the Intercontinental Champion. And he does. The challengers beat the champions tonight. And is that a sign of things to come in Cardiff? A hell of a battle, but the pre-match assault looks to have made the difference. McIntyre and Sheamus win tonight, and they have the momentum as we head towards Clash at the Castle. That's going to be it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Universe Mode. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care and have a very